Kenanga Investments Bank Head of Research YeonZon Yeow says the local stock market is actually in a healthy condition based on market volume and value traded in the market, despite some analysts still maintaining their bearish outlook. He also says the Malaysian market will remain active, especially within the first 100 days since Datuk Seri Najib Tun Razak's appointment as Prime Minister, expecting new policies and government contracts to be announced. He adds this is a catalyst for the local market.
Export is down. The only thing that we are counting on is the pump priming initiatives, and the speed of the pump priming initiative is important to compensate for the export market coming off very quickly. Oh, definitely. I think with 60 billion mini budget, on top of that, a 50 billion budget for 2009 that was earlier announced by Badawi, clearly that is more than enough to sustain the economy to compensate for export sales.
On the effects of the H1N1 influenza on the stock market, YeonZon says that Asia is much better prepared to handle the epidemic, as it previously already had experience with the SARS and bird flu outbreak. He adds that the H1N1 flu will not have much of an impact on retail sales and cross-country business. Meanwhile, KN and Kenanga hopes to return to the black this financial year ending 31st December 2009 with its transformation plan to steer the company towards sustainable profitability. The company recorded post-tax losses of 53.1 million ringgit in 2008 due to provision for bad and doubtful debt amounting to 61.3 million ringgit and impairment losses on the security portfolio of 18.31 million ringgit from the group subsidiary Kenanga Investment Bank. Its Group Director, Tengku Zafrul Aziz, says the transformation plan, which has been implemented since the first quarter of this year, has already shown positive result as it focuses to strengthen the group ability and various arms as a whole.
We're focusing on some low-hanging fruits, some quick, easy wins, which we have achieved. So we're looking at, for example, streamlining the cross-selling between the investment bank and our investments overseas. So we're tightening that up. I think we're also looking at a few other areas. I think in terms of our asset management and unit trust, which is under KIBB, we're looking at growing that, and I think, as you know, we've just merged that as well. So I mean, these are the new ones, but it's still early days because we just was approved about less than a month ago.
Speaking to reporters after the company's AGM, Zafrul adds that the implementation process is the key to success of the transformation plan. The crisis has provided the opportunity for the group to strengthen its investment banking business arm as it takes on measures to restructure itself into becoming a niche player in the investment banking by setting measurable KPIs to ensure delivered performance as it tightens operation within the group to increase productivity.
What is our KPI? I think for the CEO is quite clear. I mean, one is looking at return on equity is definitely one of it.
That's right.
Yeah, and I think we're looking at other measures as well in terms of cost efficiency and all that. You know, there's a KPI of reducing cost at bank level and at group level. I think at the bank 20%, right?
That's right.
20%. So at the group level, so we're looking at reducing costs by 20%. Cost-to-income ratio should improve.
On the group's overseas venture, Zafrul said he does not expect the business in Saudi Arabia to post any profit this year, as it only began operation early last year. The group also has its presence in Sri Lanka and Dubai.
For this year, I think the contribution is very, very small. We're looking forward to next year. For this year, I think both Dubai and Saudi will be very small.
It's just recently launched.
Yeah, because one was launched in April, the other one was launched sometime similar time. Both was launched early last year in terms of so it's a greenfield project, which means we started from scratch. So we had to start first, get the license, and then build the office, build the infrastructure, and then get the people. So I think in terms of starting a business from scratch, it takes about 2 to 3 years to turn into black.
Zafrul says the group is still looking into the possibility of venturing into Vietnam but has not finalized anything yet and is still looking at other possible ventures in the region.